Hola.
Yes. Long time no talk.
I know, I know. Hey guys, we were just I was chewing on not chewing, I was picking Neen's brain because it's Fridays with Neen this week. So I figured I'd get my private session on.
Okay,
You
shoot.
can too. Just DM us. It's really, I'm gonna use her word right now, cathartic.
Oh, thank you. One of my favorite words ever.
Oh my God, Neen. Either become a therapist, well, you are, or a priest. Either one will work.
You're
Like
funny, a
I
priest.
just see your face and I want to talk to you, like confess all my
Confess.
sins.
Maybe I should have like a curtain.
Oh my God, can we do a Fridays with Neen confessional? Like, wouldn't that be a
Oh, that
funny
would be so
series?
funny.
And like you wear all black and a little white thing here, or a habit.
That's true. And I can totally order that from my being ordained as a, minister for weddings.
Wait, do you have to renew that license?
No. Mm-mm.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. So
So
when
it's great.
so when me and Angel renew our vows, like you're good to go.
hmm
Okay, perfect.
Completely. Yeah, but I could totally get one of those little they sell them.
Oh
Isn't
my
that funny?
God. Oh my God. Although I want to see you in the outfit from Sister Act, the little shy nun, like the little
Oh yeah.
buttoned down and the little cute. She has the flirty
Yeah.
habit on, not the square
Exactly.
one.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh my
Wait,
God.
I'm a bad Catholic because I don't know what the difference is. This because she's a young nun in training? Is that why she didn't have the square thing?
I believe so. I believe it was because she was still, going through the whole
Oh,
process. So, like you
gotcha.
said, in training.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Look at me digging
I actually like that outfit
deep.
better. I'll be like, can I wear this all the time?
Yeah, right. It's very schoolgirl-esque. But yes, that's
It
what we
is.
were doing prior to logging on, everybody. So
hmm
don't forget, there's a new episode this Friday and it feels really good. So don't be shy, DM
Okay,
and
for real. And
let's
did
see
we
what.
say it's the Totally 90s podcast
Oh
in
yeah,
case,
hi. It's the Totally 90s podcast.
just in case you're not sure where you clicked? Uh, now
It
you
ain't
know.
two girls chatting. What other names could we like come up with?
I,
Two
I know we have
girls.
to think of two girls. I don't know, shooting the breeze.
I want to be like something like how people always say random album names like they're always like a incomplete sentence or something. So
hmm
I want to do that like two girls sitting outside a payphone while eating sandwiches. I don't know, right? Like it's always weird.
Oh, I love it. Oh my God. Right? That's so true.
Yeah,
It
but I
is.
like I like our name. I love us. In case
Yeah.
that's not apparent.
Same. Yeah, for real. That's so true though on I just imagine that setting. Sorry. Anyways, so how are you, Steph? Oh, wait, can you
Better
hear me? Did I
now.
go in and out?
No, I can
Okay.
hear you just
It must
fine.
just be in my ears.
Oh, you're so
But
cute.
you were gonna tell me about something about a movie.
Yes, yes. So I went to go see Renaissance on Saturday night with Angel, the
hmm
Beyonce concert documentary. I thought it was going to be like Taylor Swift, where
hmm
it was like the whole concert, but this was like it was parts of it, but like intertwined with behind the scenes stuff. And I was most excited for Blue.
hmm
So Blue Ivy. So she's there. I'm crying because I love this little girl. First of all, she's stunning. Secondly, I'm seeing like this second coming of Beyonce. Like, oh my
hmm
God. But then I heard like, she was trolled and she was talking about it. Like, how and Beyonce was talking about how hard people were on her. And she was like, this is exactly
hmm
why I didn't want to let her do it and blah, blah, blah. But rather than like just shy away because she was aware, the little girl, one of her friends showed her like mean comments, and
hmm
she used that as fuel to practice even harder. So I'm sitting there sobbing watching and I'm like, oh my God,
mm
she's only 11. So the reason why I thought of you is because I turned to
Shoot.
Angel, we're both sobbing, and I'm like, this is like pretzel, like
hmm
these kids are so like wise beyond their years and like bound for greatness. It's crazy because I could totally see Pretzel up there. You know what I mean? Like,
hmm
oh my
Yeah.
God. So that is for
Aw.
me who Pretzel's alter ego, her little Sasha Fierce is Blue Ivy. She's 11, mean.
That's crazy.
11.
I thought she was at least 13.
11.
That's insane. I could not believe that. She looks older, but
Mhm.
she carries herself very well.
Oh my
Um,
God.
but yeah, that's nuts.
I
Oh,
just I couldn't even deal with how amazing. And like those are two kids I would actually want to hang out with. Pretzel and Blue Ivy.
I
That's
love
my
it.
standard.
It's so funny. I feel like she looks a lot like her dad, but I feel
Oh,
like she's getting older. She's growing into her just herself, and she's
truly.
looking like her mom a little bit,
Oh my God. First of all, Beyonce, why is she perfect? Like I'm looking at that woman and I'm like behind the scenes, she's like in her sweats, like no makeup. Like I'm like, she's truly one of the most beautiful women I've ever seen. I'm like, she's so beautiful and talented.
Mhm.
And like, I left feeling so empowered and I wanted to like better myself.
Aw.
Like when she was a little girl, I don't know if you knew this, but she ruptured her vocal cord
Oh,
and
shoot.
they didn't think she was going to be able to sing. And she only ruptured it because people were trying to get her, like record producers or whatever, were trying to get her to access her growl.
Mhm.
And they kept pushing and pushing and pushing, and she wouldn't complain.
Oh
She
my
kept
God.
doing what they asked, and then she ruptured her vocal cord, and then she was ordered to not speak for a whole summer to heal it. So when I see her sing, because she's one of the most talented singers I've ever seen live, the
Mhm.
runs that she does and the way she holds like a note for forever, high,
Mhm.
low, the growl, I can't believe she overcame that. Like, what the
Damn.
fuck?
Yeah, for real. That's how scary.
It was
I mean,
so
that's
scary.
your whole life before you, like your what you're destined to do, and then that's crazy.
It's insane. So like I left leaving super empowered.
Mhm.
She's our age because she turned 42 2 days before you did.
Mhm.
And another woman that I look up to and root for as you do, Miss Britney Spears turned 42 over the weekend. And
Mhm.
I'm like, how are we the same ages as these women?
Right? I know, and it's crazy. I didn't think when we loved her back in the day, both of
Uh-huh.
them. I don't know, it's when they're famous, they seem like they're older than us.
Older. Yes, I get that. What is that?
Yeah, to where I'm like, "Wow, they're the same age as us." Like, they were the same age when they were at the height of their career. You
Right?
know?
Oh,
Hello. That's nuts, and I still don't know what Britney's doing.
I don't think anybody does, but were you pissed that she was chilling with her mom this weekend? How about slapping the shit out of her mother? Can someone do
Okay.
that?
Yeah. Exactly. Between her mother and Jamie Lynn Spears,
Yeah.
um, Jamie Lynn is a big time manipulator,
Hmm.
and I think that her being on Dancing with the Stars and playing the Woe Is Me card and then going on to Survivor, she was on somewhere. I don't know if it was some sort of survival show where she was divulging things about her past and when she got
Ugh,
pregnant and how they put her away. Like, okay,
ugh,
like, you're creepy. For one, I
yeah.
don't know what the freak happened to her face, and I don't like to talk about people's looks, but she is not cute at all. Like, something about her, and I don't know, she just morphed. I feel like when she was younger, she was cuter, right? But
Yeah.
now, I don't know, and she just seems she is so jealous of her sister. You could
Hmm.
tell, like, I would never, ever, ever, like, if okay, say Samantha was famous, and would you go to concerts or like festivals and would you perform her songs?
Of course not.
Who does
Okay.
that?
Yeah, who does that? I don't know.
Yeah. And like her mom, and I don't know, just their whole family is really messed up. And I don't know, in a way, I kind of feel like maybe Brittany is just doing a shock factor to everybody and wants to basically make everybody think that she's one way, but really behind the scenes, she's not, just to kind of ward people off and just kind of have some sort of normalcy. That's what
Hmm.
I hope,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I sure as hell would not be sitting at any table with my mother if she treated me the
Uh,
way her mother treated her.
literally, like, I feel so bad for her. everything that she's posting right now, like,
Mhm. Yeah.
it's, I feel like she's lonely and she
Mhm.
just wants love. That's all.
Yeah,
That's all. And
exactly.
she deserves
And you know,
it.
that is if she does, and it is sad. Like, and I hope that if she was having a conversation with her mom, I hope it was for the better.
Hmm.
I hope there was some sort of like apologies, or I don't know. I feel like though with the history behind it, I feel like she shouldn't be talking to them without some sort of mediator or someone there,
Exactly.
to protect her,
Exactly. To hear
you know?
what's going on.
Hmm.
Good point,
Exactly.
Neen. Ugh, that woman is not a mother. But
No, but
anyways.
real quick, we talked last week a little bit about P. Diddy, but since then, more and more things are coming out. And it's
Oh,
crazy the stuff that is being said about him. And I'm like,
what?
dang, some of the videos that I was watching and just like how, like that one I sent you about all the people that were part of, what is it? No, was it Death
Oh,
Row?
death
No,
row. Yeah.
Death Row Records, and how all of them croaked
Hmm.
except, what is it? I don't know what his name is. Someone with an A. Someone
Akon?
didn't pass. No, it was someone, I can't remember his name, but I'll have to look it up. But he didn't pass away. He just went into a coma, but he survived. But all these people were about to release books about, and they were
Oh.
afraid that, and I don't know, they all somehow had pneumonia. And I'm like, wow, the stuff that's going on. And I'm like, man, do you think he's gonna be like R. Kelly and thrown in the big house eventually? Do you think
Mm.
that's the road that's destined for him? Because there's even things now about like Justin Bieber and not who was it? Not Jamie Foxx, but there's one other. Oh, like 50 Cent has some
Oh,
stuff on him, and
girl, everyone does.
mhm,
Everyone does.
it is crazy.
Everyone. It's like, oh, wait, side note, from the
Mhm.
dark, Nelly and Ashanti expecting their baby. Ah,
What? Really? Oh,
Ashanti's
I didn't know
pregnant.
that. Oh,
Oh my
wow.
God.
Dang,
See,
they've been
that's a
together
happy thing.
forever.
Yes. I mean, then they were broken up, but they like came back and oh, I'm just so
Yeah, for
happy. And
real.
because Angel turned to me, because speaking of P. Diddy, one of my favorite songs is Shake Tail Feather. Okay.
Mhm.
Because Nelly's voice always
Mhm.
does something to me, but in that
Uh-huh.
particular song, that is my hoe song. When that song comes, I threw it on to show Angel. I go, please tell me you know this
Mhm.
song. And then she's like,
Mhm.
has anything ever come out about Nelly? Because she was all worried. And I was like, no.
Aw. She's so funny. Oh, I
But
love
50
that.
Cent, like, I don't want to hear anything negative about him. I love 50 Cent.
No, I love 50 Cent so much. She's like one of my favorites. And they were saying though that 50 Cent is someone that you can actually um find very accountable. And it's funny because he throws out hella stuff. And there was a song that he had back in the day where he got a lot of crap and a lot of hate, and people wanted to kick his ass because of some of the things he was saying in one of his songs. I don't know which one it was, but they were saying though, looking back and listening to some of those lyrics, but also listening to some of the things that he's thrown out,
Yeah.
to the media or just in passing
Yeah.
about other celebrities or rappers or whatever. Now things are kind of coming to the light and being like, dang, 50 was not lying. Like he wasn't making this stuff up. And they were
Mm-hmm.
saying like, if out of all the artists, he's one of the most probably honest ones you're going to want to meet.
Mm-hmm.
But he, was trying to say something back then and nobody wanted to listen. And I'm
Mm.
like, okay, I'd like to believe that because I love me some 50 Cent. I love him so much.
I know. I know.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mhm. He's a good one. Can't
oh,
say it about the rest, but
I know. Well, I guess only time will tell, but Diddy, we all knew
Mhm.
that shit was coming.
Yeah, and it's funny how a lot of these artists in the 90s things are kind of coming out, like look at R. Kelly, big in the 90s.
Oof.
P. Diddy,
You're in
big in the
my
90s.
Jeep. I
It's
wanna ride
it's a
it.
good one. Yeah. I know. That was
I
one of
I
your
listen.
faves too.
I know. I listened to it in secret, like R.
Mhm.
Kelly songs. I'm like, is anyone watching? Okay.
I know. Isn't that funny? Like everybody's afraid to like jam, bump his stuff hella loud.
Yeah, but nobody is afraid to bump and blast Chris Brown, but that's another story.
Oh God,
Um,
isn't his girlfriend pregnant or something?
I'm done, even though I love all his songs. But anyways, that's besides the point. Guess what? This is 90s related. This is 90s Latino
Hmm.
related. So my
Hmm.
my everything, Daddy Yankee,
Hmm.
retired.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Even though he just released a
Hmm.
single, like, are you retiring or what are you doing to me? So we streamed his concert last night. I was crying the whole time. And he had a
Hmm.
big announcement for his retirement. Are you ready?
Oh.
We're like, what is he gonna
Oh.
do? Like, what happened? I don't know what's going on with these reggaeton stars. I'm here for it, but like he said, everything in this world, all the money, fame, like all this stuff is nothing without him. That's how he said it. And the way he
Wow.
paused, and I was like, huh? And
Hmm.
then he was like, I'm gonna dedicate my life, the rest of my life, to God. And he quoted the Bible. Like it wasn't like too much. It was just
Right.
right. And it was beautiful. Like I was like
Oh my
sobbing. And
gosh.
I don't know what plans are gonna come forth. He put on an amazing concert, like everything,
Hmm.
dancers, and he's always been like respectful. Like his lyrics aren't like filthy the way it could be.
Hmm. Yeah, it
And his
could be.
dancers,
Hmm.
have like their little butt cheeks hanging out. I mean, it's all part of the
Hmm.
music, but
Right.
so all that was still going on. It was 2.5 hours, and then he ends it like that. Whereas another reggaeton star, like a year ago,
Hmm.
his last concert, he's just didn't even he sang a song and then he preached for 2 hours to people who paid money to party and
Oh
are
no.
fans, and he's a pastor now. Like,
Uh-huh.
but it's like
Yeah, but
so
still, is this a
it's
thing?
I guess so. And then today, Don Omar announced
Hmm.
his world tour the day after
Oh,
Daddy
that's
Yankee
funny.
retires. So I'm hella going,
Hmm.
but like, but I'm Team Daddy for life. Okay. But I thought
For
that was
real.
amazing. I was like, what? Who? What?
Wow.
Where? When? Okay. I love God too, boo. Let's do
For
this.
real, right? Oh, good for him.
So we'll see. I'll keep you guys posted for any Daddy Yankee
Mm,
fans out there,
man,
which should be
he's
all of you.
he's a real one though.
He really is. I love him so much.
He's very classy. Like you don't
He's
see him, like you said, you don't see him getting caught up in all the
no.
ridiculousness or the fame of, he just seems very down to earth, very kind of shy, you know, very and handsome,
Oh, he's
you know.
beautiful. And he's been with his
Hmm.
wife since high school. Their
Hmm.
kids. Like,
I love that.
I love him so much. He has a foundation for
Oh.
kids. Like, he was a professional baseball player before like a
Hmm.
big injury. Like, he's just amazing. So that's my spiel.
No,
The end.
no, I love that. No, I love that. And I love that he's not afraid to say things like that.
Exactly.
Or like, you know what I mean? That says a lot and that's how it should be. But a lot of people are just like, oh, that might ruin my
Yeah.
career, you
No, he
know?
was like, I'm gonna walk with God, and I hope you guys, my fans join me.
Hmm.
Like, it was beautiful. It wasn't like shoving it down people's throats. They were like, this is my message. And then fireworks exploded at the end, and it was like a cross, and then
Uh-huh.
it broke into Cristo te amo. Oh,
Oh, wow. That
I
is
was like,
so
what's going on?
cool.
Like what?
So wait, was this live streamed? Or
It
was this
was a live concert in Puerto Rico. It was the last night. So he's in his
okay, wow.
hometown, and he
Mm,
began with his very first songs ever. Like back when reggaeton was like he was a baby, and these
right.
people supported him.
Ugh,
And
that's so
it was
crazy.
so cool. I was practically throwing my bra at the TV. Now he's all like, walk with God. And I'm like, whoops, okay, put my bra back on.
He's like, forgive me.
Father, forgive my
Oh
sins.
gosh, that's freaking hilarious. I
Ooh,
love it. Oh
yes.
man. Well, what
Anywho,
year was the height of Daddy Yankee?
in the US, it was
Uh-huh.
in the early 2000s. I want to say around the time that my baby sister was born. I want to, no, I take that back. I think it was 2002 was with his hit song, Gasolina.
Oh,
That
that's
was a huge, sorry, that was 2004. Yes, he and Don Omar had hit
mm-hmm,
singles, and Evie Queen the year
mm-hmm,
my sister was born. So she's my reggaeton baby, because I remember when she was
mm-hmm.
a baby, I would play all this music for her, and she'd rock in her little Pampers, like, yeah. So
Aw,
So I
so cute.
associate that song with her.
Hmm.
And but he has been around since forever. Like he was the king of reggaeton, you know? And even
Yeah.
though Don Omar calls himself that,
How
but
old is he?
whatever. 46.
That's crazy.
He's
Oh
so
man.
pretty. Like he's so freaking pretty. I can't stand him. He's so pretty. I can't wait to go to Puerto Rico and just see all these beautiful, you know,
Okay, for
Puerto Rico.
real.
Like, do they all look like him and J Lo? Like Ricky Martin? Like,
Oh man, he's wow, that's actually pretty cool. That's, good for him. Be interesting to see what comes of all this, you know?
yeah. Oh my God. So
But we
yeah,
are
but
um we are talking about a year this year,
oh
and we are
yes, we are.
inching our way towards one of our favorite
I
years. We
gotta
think it
party
might
like
be.
it's 1999.
Okay, but this year we are going to be talking about 1998.
Which was pretty lit as hell with some crimes. Like,
Hmm.
what? Okay, crime talk.
Right? Exactly. So, you want to start us off, Steph, with
I mean,
some.
shit. Should we just jump right into, the main event, which I think it was the main event for you too?
Hmm. Go
Do we
ahead.
dare? Okay,
I
so
say, why not?
guys, right off the bat, Happy New Year, the Lewinsky scandal. Okay,
Hmm.
January.
Right.
Bill, good old Billy had the audacity to deny that he had sexual relations with that woman. Quote
Ay, ay,
unquote.
ay.
I will never forget. He had his finger up and everything. Okay. Like, I
Right.
did not have sexual relations with that woman. That was my attempt at his Arkansas accent. I can't do it. But oh my
For a second, I
God.
thought that was Bill. Just kidding.
Thank you for that. But no, it was like a huge scandal, which
Hmm.
made, I'm sorry, politics is boring to me.
Hmm.
Okay. I don't like politics. It gets heated, it gets
Hmm.
ugly. Who the freak brings up politics at a dinner table? Or, they're always like, don't bring up politics at Thanksgiving. Who's
Thank
doing
you.
that?
Yeah,
But
for
like,
real.
when it's about sex or something salacious,
Hmm.
bring it on because that connects us all. Okay,
Oh
we're all
yeah.
damn. We don't even care what party it is. Okay, we're like, what
No.
do you do with what cigar? Oh my god!
Right? It brings on a different. Now we're talking, right?
Now we're getting cozy. First of all,
Hmm.
the age gap. I can say this like without feeling guilty because she was over 21. So if she was 18, I would be like,
Yeah, a little cringy.
I'm gonna tap my mic and ask who doesn't like an older man. Go ahead and weigh in on that one.
I don't know. Because you know what? I don't understand people that don't like older men. I find you all weird. I've always loved a nice, distinguished, and refined older man. I have. And I will until the day I die.
Yes,
Okay?
you will. You always have, though. You have never, ever, ever liked someone your age, or you've never had a boy
Obnoxious.
toy, have you? Like a little.
No. Mm-mm.
Okay.
Obnoxious. I don't even think I have never liked someone my age ever.
You know
No
what,
one in my
though?
class.
No, but like, I feel like people say that having a boy toy is like they work hard to please their
Mm-hmm.
ladies, is what I
Mm-hmm.
hear.
Mm. They might. It's possible,
But you're not
right?
into that. That's not your
But
cup of
no.
tea. Yeah,
Yeah.
no. Well, it
Oh, I'm
wasn't for
sorry, my knee.
someone's getting all hot and bothered over there. Hold on. Hi, Tony.
Really,
Tony, this one
right.
was for you. So, but yes, when you guys, look at her husband and you'll be like, oh yeah, I want an older man. Okay, Tony's
Mm.
beautiful. So that being said,
Yes, he is.
Monica felt the same way as Nee
Okay.
does.
Yeah,
Okay,
because you know what?
so
If I was in her shoes, I might have been Monica.
okay, I would have been Monica.
Okay.
Have we seen Bill lately?
Hmm.
What? He was on
Yeah.
my news feed. I sent you the picture. When
Hmm.
I was like, "Excuse me, William," like Silver Fox alert. Like he looks
Yes.
better now.
Hmm. Yeah. I mean, and when you're older, to me, there's something very like sexy about a man that knows, like, I don't know, like that power. And obviously he's a president,
Yes.
so you're like, hello. But also just like you're more experienced, you're not immature, you're knowledgeable, you're intelligent. And it's just like, yeah. Oh yeah, Monica, I understand. And I'm sure he was loving probably the attention that she was giving him.
Totally. I mean,
Mhm.
she was a, cute little intern, little brunette wearing little pencil skirts,
Mhm.
taking dictation, dropping her pencil on the floor, picking it up slowly, the
Okay.
little bend and snap. Like she was just like there for it. And
Mhm.
I wish I could remember how it started. I don't remember, like, did he pursued her, right?
He pursued her, and I
Hot.
believe she, right? Man, I wonder if she looks back and is like, man, you would never admit that because everybody's hating on you. Like, what was her name? Paula Tripp, or what was her
Paula
name?
Jones.
That's it, and, because they're jealous it wasn't her.
Well, exactly.
Okay, because I'm
Exactly.
sorry, Paula Jones would have been all up in it and through it if, we would have been reading about her, right?
Exactly. Oh my God. No,
Hmm.
and she probably gave, I mean, I feel like Hillary was probably, she just strikes me as a woman that's very like goals oriented. I feel like she should be friends with Chris Jenner because like they're
Hmm.
very like goals, goals, goals. Let me like get some stuff done. I'm busy. Oh, you figure it out.
Right.
I feel like she's the brains behind the operation too. No offense, Bill, but like I don't know, her power suits just strike me as like she gets the job done, but maybe
Hmm.
she's forgetting, like her man and these little boys. That's when they turn into little boys. They're like, "Ugh, I'm not
Hmm.
paying attention." So like he sees, this little brunette like all wide-eyed and everything, and they begin their like affair. And I think
Hmm.
like we talked about last week, she wanted to talk to somebody about it. Like who wouldn't? I would be like drooling to vent to
Hmm.
you about it. But like
Of course.
I don't know, like Linda Tripp, she
Hmm.
she worked with them, right? Like
Hmm. Yeah.
why would you said this last week. Why the fuck would you talk to your coworker?
Mm. Yeah, exactly. And it's so, what makes me sad for Monica, and I think that it's something that we all, I don't know, maybe we all would do, I don't know, but she, and I think that's what made her credibility, questionable, was the fact that Linda Tripp recorded these conversations and
Mhm.
Monica straight up denied it.
Yeah.
So now she's a liar, right?
Yeah.
So if she would have just been like, "Yeah, I did it," and
Yeah.
who knows, maybe she would have gotten more respect, right? And been like, "Yeah, I did. And I told a coworker that should have kept their mouth shut."
Yeah.
And I still don't know how those are admissible in court. Are they? If someone records you without your knowledge?
I think so. I mean, I think like if you get an attorney to like argue, wait a minute, this was private,
Mhm.
but it's like I feel like how when you call someone in jail, those are recorded. So maybe it's that
Mhm.
same like
But they tell you this
that's true.
conversation is being recorded.
Maybe
Um,
why? Maybe it was admissible because of the fact that it was involving a president. Maybe
yeah,
that's how they got around that
exactly.
loophole. But you know what? Okay, so like what was bad about this whole thing? Really? Let's talk about it. So like
Mhm.
yes, he was a married man and he
Mhm.
was the president, but she wasn't a child, but she was an employee.
Mhm.
Those are the issues here, right? Like
Right.
or okay, cuz like the president of the United States is still a human being, so he can fuck up. Like,
Mhm.
I think the lying, like, he looked
Yeah.
stupid in the end because he had to
Mhm.
like admit, like, whoops, well, there you go,
Exactly. And I think that's the whole thing. And I think, of course, the country's like, well, if he can lie about something like this or be shady like this with his wife, then how is he with other things,
Mm,
bigger issues? And
yeah,
it's like anything else, any other president, that you want someone that has a moral compass, right?
yeah,
And I think with him, they both were very much lying about stuff.
and also what made it worse was they lied like in the depositions, they lied
Mhm.
on legal documents, and
A
that's
crime.
a crime. So like, but what would have happened had they just admitted it?
I don't know. How would you feel if they just admitted it? Because I would have been like, I don't know. I,
I would have been like, that's an issue for his wife.
mm-hmm,
Like I would have been like, Hillary needs to decide if she's going to like kick his ass to the curb or not. I don't
mm-hmm,
understand why the people of the US have to be involved in someone's marital problems. So like, had
period.
they been upfront with people, like instead of denying legal people, like
Mm-hmm,
denying it to them, I think it would have been better.
mm-hmm. Oh, completely. And I think, and that's the thing. I think whether it be a president or whether it be a famous person like a movie star or musician, I feel like the American public, just like people in Europe, in London and stuff, in England, they're like, we all feel as though we're owed something.
Hmm.
And in reality, we're not. And then if you don't say anything, you're hounded until you're forced to say something. And I think something like this, and maybe that's why they were, um, I don't know. I think it's like anything else. It's like when we talk about crime talk and we talk
Hmm.
about people that, kill someone and then all of a sudden they say they start lying because they don't want to get caught and they panic.
Right.
And I think for her, that's what it was about. For him, he knew he had done wrong and he felt, okay, well, I'm just going to try and lie as much as I can to see if I can get out of this because this is my career, this is my reputation, right? She's a nobody, you know?
Yeah.
And I think for her, it was just more fear.
Oh
And
my
it's sad
God.
because, like, between Paula Jones and Linda Tripp, these two hookers are on a mission, okay, to basically, this is what I'm seeing is Linda Tripp and Paula Jones are two people, right, that are in a mission basically to ruin her name,
Right.
and yeah, Clinton, Bill's going to ruin his name regardless. He already has by doing this, right? In their
Right.
eyes. But her, she's the girl that every woman who's married and is not in a
Yes.
really maybe good relationship, that everybody thinks is perfect. She's the woman that she's the homewrecker.
Yes.
And God, to be the most hated woman in America.
She was too. Oh my God. I really felt terrible for her.
Same here. Cause that's sad. Like, and I guess it's that whole thing of, you know, I don't know. You just gotta, I don't even know because it's a bad situation to be in. And I feel for the girl because, she has to live with that for the rest of her life. No, having that
Forever.
label.
Hmm. Does she have a book? I want to read it.
I believe she
I think
came
she
out with a
released
book
one.
last
Yeah.
year because she did like a book tour.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, I would have
yeah.
loved to have gone to that and just shook her hand, a little bit. Also, she
Right?
looks good. Work it, Monica. Okay.
She does. And I will say this is out of all of that stuff that she went through these years, she walked with some major confidence.
She did.
She wasn't like, oh, she had her head up and was like, okay,
Yeah.
it is what it is, you
Yeah.
know, regardless if
Oof.
he was older, they're both adults. And I hope they enjoyed it.
Me too. And I wonder if that dress is like still somewhere. The blue dress. Like, is that in a
The
museum?
stain.
Yeah.
hmm
Like, is
It
that,
should be.
yeah.
There
Because I know
should be a museum with stuff like that,
I would
you
go to
know?
that. That would be a fun
Oh,
museum to go
totally.
to.
It would be. But when you think about it, presidents like over the years have done
Yeah.
things like this. They just haven't been caught,
Yep.
you know?
Yep.
So it's just, one of those things that, time passed and look, now I hope she feels some sort of like, what's that peace with how things turned out because she's not married or anything, right? I believe
Mm-mm.
she's still single and
Looking for love. Ooh, that'd be a good show.
oh, that would be heck. I'd take all I can get. Shoot, right?
Shoot.
Mhm. But that was a big one in that was like probably the main thing in 1998 that captivated everybody because that went all the way from January to December because in December President Clinton was impeached.
Yeah, that was the year 1998.
Mhm.
You're totally right.
Mhm.
Because I mean, when I was reviewing some stuff for today, like I was like,
Mhm.
that is the one like thing that jumps out. Well, that and Mary Kay Letourneau. But I mean, it was just
Mhm.
it was a salacious year. That's the word of the day, by the way.
Oh, I
Salacious.
like that. Yes.
But it belonged to Bill and
Oh, for
Monica
sure.
for sure. Like
Mhm.
if there was an award for the year 1998, they would get it.
Mhm. Oh,
Most popular.
completely. Yeah, it was. And, that's their year. We waited. There was things that were happening prior, like we explained last time, but 1998 was kind of like where everything came to a head.
Definitely. Because Paula Jones also accused him of sexual harassment. She
Mhm.
was all, So it was like, it was going to crumble. Like,
Mhm.
jeez.
It's like might as well hop on that bandwagon,
I
right?
know.
Oh
So,
my.
yeah. But so that was January through December. But like, yeah, in February, Mary Kay was sent back to prison after violating the no contact order and having
Wow.
sex, well, raping
Mhm.
her 12-year-old lover. So, or not lover, excuse me, victim.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, so that was that for her.
Ugh, I swear.
It
They,
was just a
if you
lot.
guys have a chance, go back and listen to our Mary Kay Letourneau episode because Steph did an amazing job.
That was the first
Um,
crime talk.
yes, and yeah, and it's pretty popular. So, and it's interesting to break down their history and like what came of them and and our takes on it because it could go either way because you think about that story and you're like gosh I would never do that obviously,
Right.
but it makes you wonder like was there love or was it just she was not in a good relationship, he was giving her attention and he looked older and all those things. But yeah, check it out because it's really, really good.
Mm,
Yeah.
smooches. What
So
else? What
one other
else?
one, and this really isn't like news related, but it's something that we've talked about before, but it's worth noting. Sex in the City
Hmm.
premiered on HBO in the United States in June of 1998.
God bless America.
Right?
Okay.
And that was a huge one because I didn't realize how big it was until because I didn't watch it until the season finale or the actual finale of the whole show.
Oh,
I
wow.
never I never watched it. And so I was like, "Oh my gosh," when I went back and watched it when it was done pretty much and people were going to the movies and having like all these parties and getting dressed up, right? Um you realize how big of a like it was like a movement,
Hmm. It sure
oh
was.
yeah, and it was pretty cool and I was just like wow, 1998 was where they solidified that. And come to think of it, oh it did. um what is it, their new, what is the one, and just like that,
Yeah,
are they coming back for a third
they
season?
sure are.
Oh, exciting. Wow, see, the goodness just keeps coming. I love it. Ugh.
Yeah, no, I mean, that was a huge show. I didn't start watching it until a year after the premiere, and I was addicted. And I still am. I watch it every year still,
Aw,
as if
I
it's
love
brand
it.
new. But it's definitely like stood the test of time. You know how some shows are like dated, like when you put it on?
Hmm.
That this one was so well done. And I think, of course, we owe that to Samantha's character because she's so woke. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Like
Yeah,
everything,
exactly. No, that's so
gay
true.
pride, love,
Hmm.
etc. So that was really important. And speaking of that, like back in June, was it June? No. Was it March? February? Like I'm puta. I just saw it. Oh yeah. Um there was a Supreme Court order that or rule that banned on the job sexual harassment, and it also applied when both parties are of the same sex. So that
Oh
was kind of
wow.
like groundbreaking
Yeah.
um in for the year, but we're getting like, closer to the
Hmm.
millennium. Is 2000 the millennium?
Yes, it is. Oh my gosh. Man, the
Yeah.
year that we thought
Yeah, we were
The
gonna
world was
die.
going to end. Yes, exactly.
Yeah. So like I guess it's good that we're seeing like progression, you know?
Definitely.
So that was cool. And then of course in that same month, FDA approved Viagra for erectile dysfunction.
I had that down too. Remember that?
The little blue
Only
pill, the
because,
pill.
yeah, the blue little pill. And the thing was, is that I remember it was everywhere. The
Yeah.
commercials, the jokes, like on SNL, like so many things, like the jokes of people saying, oh, yeah, my husband took Viagra and then he choked and had a stiff neck. Like there's so many things that people were coming up with because of this little blue pill, but it's
Yeah.
actually helped with so many things and not just for, um, what is it called? Not incompetency. What is it called? No, what is that?
Dysfunction,
Erectile
erectile.
dysfunction.
Yeah.
Um, but also things for like the heart and stuff. It's
Hmm.
become a pill that has really like blown up and has been amazing for a lot of people. Um, See, and that's the beauty of science. Hello.
Hmm.
Um, okay, the Titanic.
Mm.
That was the year that James Cameron brought us the lovable Titanic. I've only
I thought it
seen
was
this
last
movie.
year.
I thought it was 1998,
I
was
thought
it?
it was 97. I straight up brought it up last time.
Hold on, maybe you know what? It might have spanned both, and maybe that's why they're bringing it up.
Yeah,
Um,
it says 97 films, so maybe it was winning Oscars in
Maybe because they
98.
won an Academy Award that
There
year.
you go. That which
Okay,
is
so that's still
huge.
big, because
Yeah.
that's all actually 1997. When you think of it, 1998. That's all because the Oscars were huge. They won
Right.
like so many Oscars.
Oh my God, down to the music.
Yes, the music. Do you remember was it Behind the Mute? No. Is that what it's called? Behind the Music? Where Celine Dion was there and she was talking about how they recorded it and it was in this studio behind a green screen and it was just, I don't know, something about that song, My Heart Will Go On,
Oh,
and how close she was working with James Cameron for the movie. It was like something we had never seen before.
yeah.
And the anticipation for this movie was insane.
Yes. It was.
And
Oh, I saw it so many times in the theater. It was like unreal.
you're the person that said you'll never go on a cruise, right?
Uh-huh.
That's right.
Correct.
That's right. Oh man, I tell you, come to think of it, there is a ship that sailed, I believe, today or
Oh,
this
really?
week, that a cruise ship that is, I believe, 5 times the size of the Titanic. Like the biggest ship ever
Uh,
that
uh,
has ever sailed in the ocean.
Oh my God.
Took sail today. And yeah, I don't know why I'm bringing it up, but I thought it was pretty crazy because,
Ugh.
there's a lot of people I know that I actually like going on a cruise, but a lot of
Yeah.
people hate it. They
Hell
can't
no, you could
handle it.
not pay me. You could not pay me. I can't do it.
You're so funny. One more that I want to, not one more, but one thing that I want to bring up because it was another thing kind of like Sex in the City, but not really for me because I never watched it, but there is a huge following. So the last episode of Seinfeld aired.
Mm.
Did you ever watch that?
No, you couldn't pay me to watch it either.
Me neither. I
I
could not
hated,
get into it. And
I
you know
could
what it
not.
was for me? It was the beigeness of the
It
show.
was so beige, but you know what was beiger than that was freaking Frasier. What the hell was
Oh
that?
God. I never even clicked on that. I couldn't even.
Ugh.
Oy. There's a lot of those shows during that time that were just very like blah, but there is such a following.
Following.
Okay, like The Office. Have you seen that?
No.
Me neither.
The
But
memes
people
crack
love
me up.
it.
People love it. The memes crack me up, but
Hmm.
like, and I should watch it because I feel like I'd
Hmm.
relate to it. Maybe I
Hmm.
will watch it.
Hmm.
Ugh. Okay.
I could give The Office more grace than I could
Oh,
Seinfeld
hands
and
down. If I had to,
Frasier.
this is how I would stack it. Okay. If I had to do it,
Hmm.
if I was gun to my head, it would be The Office,
Hmm.
Seinfeld, Frasier.
Oh, there you go. Okay,
Yeah.
not bad.
Yeah.
I think I would probably do the same thing. Frasier probably would be last because The Office. Yeah, Seinfeld. Yeah. Because there are a couple things on Seinfeld that I actually have seen, like little snippets that I do kind of think are funny,
Okay.
but I wouldn't get, it's not enough for me to watch.
Exactly. Me neither. But like, what if we're
Yeah,
missing something big?
I doubt it.
I don't know. I
I'm
think,
probably gonna get a lot of hate because there's a lot of people of Seinfeld and like how we love
sorry.
Friends,
We love Friends. Don't
you
fuck with
know,
Friends. Okay.
and there's a lot of people in this world that love Seinfeld just as much, if not more.
Yikes.
You know,
Okay. Well, I
but
apologize on behalf of our disdain for the shows, but how about
I'm like, I'm
this?
good.
Oh my
Mhm.
God. Um, what about that Catholic priest scandal? Do you remember?
Ooh, no, what was that
Which
about?
one? Isn't that sad that you have to say
Yeah,
that? Which
exactly.
one? Which one? Okay, so in July, and it was like it was big because it was 9 altar boys who
Ooh.
came forward and said they were sexually abused by the same priest. And I
Mm,
just so want to do a deep dive on this for Crime Talk. But in
yeah.
a nutshell, so it was like it was impending. So like in 98, the archdiocese agreed to pay
Mm,
$23.4 million to the 9 boys. So that is
mm.
basically like I did it. You know what I mean? Like it was an
I was
like
just gonna say, that's a confession in itself.
so
They could have just confessed on each, with each other.
no. And you know
Or
what's
it was only one priest, right? That's
yeah.
what you said.
But like what sucks is like this is something that when someone says, "Oh yeah, priest" or whatever, it's like people associate this
Mm-hmm.
disgustingness with all priests and all
Yeah.
and religion is just that and then I get all like upset. But it's
Mm,
not, you know what I mean? Like sure, like priests there are priests that give all of them a bad name
of
unfortunately,
course.
but like it's just shit like this that when it comes out it's like really
Well,
really
and I think it's kind of like when you think about like even the royal family, like it's the same concept of the fact that with time,
yeah.
things change, history changes, like the world changes, our the way we do things change, right?
Yeah.
So with and I guess that's one good thing about the newer pope is that he was a little bit more open to, the world around us. And I
Right.
think that, why can't priests marry? Like,
Exactly.
and I get it that it's like a vow that they take, but is that something that's natural? Is that something that we were born to do, is to be celibate? And
Yeah.
these urges, right, would it relieves some of these things that happen. I mean, although if you're nasty and you're going to do that kind of stuff and you're a freak and evil, then you're going to do it regardless, right?
Yeah.
But it could happen in any congregation or church or religion, right? But that and the way they bought them out pretty much and settled with them, and that's to me, like you said, it's just admitting, yeah, it happened and we just want it to go away. So we're going to pay him off.
Exactly.
And that's disgusting, and unfortunately, yeah, it's been with the Catholic Church since then, and the stuff that's come out since then it's the amount of stuff
It's a
that is
lot.
hidden is a lot and it's disturbing.
No, and there was a really good like episode arc of Law and Order SVU
Hmm.
about this, about like well, it wasn't like it was loosely based on it, and it was like
Hmm.
it makes you think. Like whenever SVU like does something with that has been in the news, ooh,
Hmm.
it makes you think. So yeah, it's
Wow.
there's a lot of darkness everywhere. But
Wow.
yeah, so definitely wanted to mention that. What do you got, cutie?
Let's see. Okay, let's see what else. I don't know.
How about
I had one and then my screen went away.
that's
You can go,
okay.
Steph.
Well, I wanted to bring up Matthew Shepard because
Oh,
it was
yes.
in
That was
this
horrible.
year, yeah, in October of 98, he was beaten to death and
Hmm.
tied to a fence and left to die. He was there for 6 days, I think.
Horrible.
Or I'm sorry, he was beaten, tortured, and left to die and tied at this fence. They found him. He was still alive. but died 6 days later. And the person that, unfortunately did this, it came out that he had had a sexual relationship with him in the past.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he wasn't out though, or maybe he was
Right.
struggling to come to terms with what of his sexuality, but he was like apparently high on something when he did it. When he attacked Matthew, he
Mm-hmm.
and another friend attacked him. And it sucks because like this poor guy had already been through a lot. I mean, he was from Wyoming, which I
Mm-hmm.
don't know how accepting it was back then, but he had been molested when he was in
Mm-hmm.
summer camp, I think. So
Mm-hmm.
he was struggling with that, not summer camp, in Morocco. Sorry, he
Mm-hmm.
went on like a high school trip. And because of this incident, he was severely depressed. He suffered from panic attacks, and he had to be hospitalized for depression and suicidal thoughts
Mm-hmm.
several times. So this poor guy like had a lot of
Ugh,
struggles. So that was in 95 when that happened. And 3 years later, unfortunately, he
ugh,
was killed. It's just
so sad.
horrible. So this one will always haunt me.
Oh dear.
Um,
Sorry. Someone's calling me.
oh,
Anyways, oh
but
God,
yeah,
that's horrible though. And
no,
it's true, like you said, I don't know what it was like in the, because we hear things about things like in the Midwest or certain states where, if you're in California or New York or Florida, wherever, we're a little bit more diverse in many ways, right? But these other states, even back then in 1998, it was still because I have a couple friends that were from those areas and they pretty much left those states due to lack of diversity and acceptance on so many levels. And that's hard. That story is gut-wrenching.
it is.
So gut-wrenching.
I mean, of course, thankfully, some goodness came out of it. It brought like
Hmm.
attention to hate crimes.
Exactly.
And,
Hmm.
there was a law that was passed that they named after him. And, this was when Barack Obama was president. He signed it into law. And his mom actually became a gay rights activist and
Hmm.
established a foundation in his name. So, like, and then of course it inspired lots of like movies, books, songs, bunch of stuff. So like his death wasn't in vain, if that's
Right.
appropriate to
Hmm.
say. But yeah, so he was, yeah,
Yeah.
sad.
So sad. Um, on another note,
Ooh,
legendary crooner Frank Sinatra
good old Blue
dies of a heart
Eyes.
attack at the age of 82. I don't know why, but I thought he was a lot older when he died. And I thought
I
it was recently.
I thought he died when I was in the 80s.
Yeah. Same. No, well, no, I thought he died like a couple of years ago.
No,
I
my
think, I
God.
don't know who I mix him up with, but I must be mixing him up with someone,
Maybe Dean
obviously.
Martin.
Maybe you're right because they're all part of that gang. But yeah, that's so it's sad, and it wasn't until I worked for the espresso bar because our my boss at the time he used to play the whole all the Rat Pack like him, a lot of Dean Martin, but I really
Love
got
it.
to love the Frank Sinatra's music
Love
and
him.
yeah, so romantic and just so I don't know, there's such an elegance to that type of music, that you don't
Definitely.
hear. And
No,
yeah,
that's gone. No,
mhm,
yeah, that
completely.
died with him and
You're funny, you're
Sammy.
like, "That's gone."
Yeah, no, it
It is
truly
though.
is. I mean,
Mhm,
the only one that comes close to that for me today is Michael Bublé.
mhm,
But and that's
exactly.
why I like Michael Bublé so much
Mhm.
because of that style, because I
Oh,
love that
totally.
style. Oh,
Yeah.
I love Dean Martin, but
Ugh, I know, I love him. I
oh,
love him
Blue
more
Eyes.
for sure.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah, he
gosh.
like spoke to me more, but that was sad.
You're so funny. He's adorable in his voice. Oh my gosh. Stop.
Mm,
Real quick, because I gotta mention it. The
I'm
1998
rolling
Winter
my eyes.
Olympics happened in Nagano, Japan.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so I won't get into much, but yeah, that's it. It was a good one, I'm sure. Although, the Winter Olympics isn't really my favorite, but of course, you know, the ice skating is. So Tara Lipinski was
Mm,
pretty good. And I don't know, I think she won a medal
I
that
think
year.
so
I don't
too,
know if
because
was she a gold medal?
I thought
I
she
can't remember.
was.
I thought so.
And I don't know much about the Olympics, but I thought she was on the cover of People, like for
Yeah, I
some
thought so.
reason.
And it says Tara Lipinski became the youngest person to be a champion in an individual event in the history of the Winter Olympics. And I remember that. That was huge. But I can't remember if it was gold or if it was silver. But I know she was really young. And I do remember that, quite frankly, pretty clearly. Um, let's see, anything else stuff? What else? How about
Yeah.
music and
Oh,
uh
before
entertainment?
before music, I just
Mhm.
definitely want to give a shout out to John Glenn because he was 77 years old when he went into space.
Oh, wow, that's
And
right.
he went back to space. Like
Mhm.
that would be a no from
Dang,
me. If
for
I made it
real.
back alive, I would just mark that off my bucket list and be
Oh,
done
for
with it.
sure. I'd
But
only have to
he,
go once.
yeah,
So, would you ever do
no,
no, not
no,
even like these
no.
people going on what is it, SpaceX or whatever
Screw
and
that.
right?
It's
To me, what a
unnatural.
waste. I'm all for space travel if it's real.
Ugh.
Okay. Because I do have my I'm kind of one of those people where I'm like, is it really real? Was the moon like the walk on the moon, was that really real or was that a deflection from what was going on in the world, right? But going up to space, okay, and like these people are, and it's only like a matter of what, 20 minutes? It's like nothing.
That ain't worth
No,
anything. Like
I'm good.
goodbye.
No, because
Goodbye.
you're going to risk your life for merely minutes. Because I think the only amount of time they're actually in space where you could see the planet
Yeah,
is like a minute. I'm good. Next.
exactly.
No,
Like,
thank
yeah,
you.
but so shout out to him. But as far as
Hmm.
music, again, music was lit as hell in
Of
the
course it
90s in
was.
general. So
Hmm.
98 is no exception. 98 brought us The Boy Is Mine.
Yeah, good
Hi.
old Monica. Hello. Mm-mm-mm.
I
And
mean,
man, that movie. That song was so good though. And dang, there's a lot of good ones. John
um,
Tesh.
okay, that's
Just
all
kidding.
you.
I
Well,
had to.
Backstreet Boys, everybody. Hi.
Mm.
That was amazing. We
Rock my
have How Do
body.
I Live by Leanne Rimes. Truly Madly Deeply by Savage Garden. You're Still the One I Want by Shania. Like it was like
Yes.
love. Like All My Life, Casey and JoJo. Like these are all like huge wedding songs to this day. Like amazing.
Okay, Fly Away from Lenny Kravitz, which I will say this, I did not like Lenny when he first came on the scene. I didn't like that song.
I
I
loved
was
it.
not a fan of it when it first came out. And then it grew on me because I loved everything else that he,
Yeah.
brought into existence. But um what else? Who else was
I
big
mean,
during that?
Usher, Mariah Carey was still entering her sexy phase. She released My
Mhm.
All.
Mm,
God, I love that song.
yeah, that's a good one.
Uh,
Dang, Nice and Slow from Usher. That was a good one. Dang.
Madonna's Frozen. NSYNC's I Want You Back. Like
Mm.
NSYNC came into our lives with
Yes.
like a quickness, like
Right?
here we are, Backstreet Boys and
Yes. And then you had
Don
Sarah
B.
McLachlan
Oh,
with Adia.
yeah.
Remember that song, even though I like that song and I love everything she touches as well. But that song was on and on and on VH1. That's all they played was Adia. I'm like, oh God, why do people do that? They ruin things, right? But it's still a good one.
Yeah.
What else? And there was a lot of, I don't want to say one hit wonders, but there was a lot of groups this year I noticed that you don't really hear much of, like Chumbawamba with Tub Thumping. You had Marcy's Playground with Sex and Candy.
Hmm.
Five, remember them? When the Lights Go
Hmm.
Out. That is a
Baby,
good
when
ass
the
jam.
lights go out.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Show
And
Me
then
Love by Robin. I
dang.
love that
I
song. Like,
love
ugh.
her. That's such a good song. Or Hanson.
Yeah,
Hanson was
good.
out in effect, and I didn't really like them.
Yeah, they were okay. They were cute, but Monifa's "Touch It." Do you
Mm-hmm.
really wanna touch it? Do you really wanna with me
Me
tonight?
tonight.
That's still my going out song. I
Oh
put that on,
yeah.
that beat drops. I'm like,
If you can't get like all pumped up with that song, what's
yeah,
wrong with you?
that is
Shoot.
still on my playlist. I mean,
Or
Lorena McKennett's "The Mummers Dance." That's when I'm in my
mm,
I want to get ready for yoga to that
hmm
song.
that's a
Oh,
good one. I could hear that right now. Or Spice Girls, Spice Up Your Life.
and spice it up they did.
They
To
sure
my
did.
eyebrows. Let's try to make them go up.
You're so funny. Man, the list goes on and on. I
I mean,
swear.
the next with Too Close,
Mm.
like, will forever remind me
Ugh.
because my mother loved that song, and we're in
Mhm.
Disneyland, and my mom's singing it, and I'm like, Mom, I was cracking up. I go, Mom, stop singing it so loud. She goes, Why? I go, and I go, that song's about a Woody. And I said Woody, I don't know why, but she literally nearly choked. She was laughing. So we were crying. We were screaming in Fantasyland our asses off because
She didn't know? So
no.
innocent. So innocent. Oh my
She
God, I love
sings things
her.
without like even tripping, but it was hilarious.
Ugh.
But yeah, music was lit as hell. I mean,
But
this is a
see,
whole
that's a
playlist.
perfect example of how good music was back then,
Yeah,
that they didn't have to be as vulgar. They knew how to work it to where we didn't even realize what the hell we were singing.
exactly.
Shoot. And nowadays, they'd be like, they'd say the word Woody.
Exactly. Oh
Oh,
my
gosh.
God.
But movies,
I
though.
mean, mean.
Okay, so my favorite
Let me
of the whole
guess.
year,
Let me guess.
huh?
Can I guess?
Yes.
The Wedding Singer?
No, but
Oh.
yes, that's one of them.
Is
I
it
love
Hope
that.
Floats?
No, it's Night at the Roxbury.
Oh, that came out in 98? That
Yes,
is a classic.
it is. And that's one of my favorite movies of all time. I just freaking love that movie. If I'm in a bad mood or sad, I put that on and I will just laugh my heart out. It is so
Oh my
good.
God.
Mm.
Yeah,
And the music
that's
is so good.
the music, the actors,
Hmm.
amazing. I mean, I think
Totally.
my favorite from this movie, from this year, oof. Oh my God. I think I would say it's not There's Something About Mary. I think I'm the only person on earth that doesn't think that movie's funny. I think it's stupid. Okay. People be
You're
ugh.
so
It
funny.
reminds me of the people that think Pina Colada is a cool song in
Hmm.
movies.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
I mean,
It's
like,
that that
don't.
corny, like,
Yes.
oh, I'm cool kind of, yeah.
No, you're not. You're actually the biggest dork on earth. So not that. But I
Ah,
think my favorite movie from that year was Can't Hardly Wait. I loved that
yes.
movie.
That was
Loved
a
it.
classic.
And then, but
Classic.
second right after that would be Disturbing Behavior. I loved
Ooh,
Disturbing Behavior. That came out in
I've never
that
seen
year.
that.
It's such a good movie. Mean,
Really? Is
watch
that Katie
it.
Holmes?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Shoot,
I
I'm gonna have to look
love
at that.
that movie. I love the soundtrack. It's so creepy. Oh, it's good. It's so
Okay.
good. Oh,
Dang.
time out.
Hmm.
And also Dance with Me and Great Expectations. Okay, I'm done.
Ooh, hello. Oh, two good ones. Man, those are hard to beat, but I know it's not really one of my favorites, but I know it's a favorite for many. And it's just a classic. It's Rush Hour. Everybody loves Rush Hour, and it's a good one. I've only seen it once,
Oh, I've seen it zills. I love
but
it.
that's a good movie. My favorite had to be Practical Magic.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Love that movie as well. What's another one? Hope Floats, like you said, City of Angels. Did you like that movie?
I did. I liked that movie. I only saw it once. I need to see it again.
Yeah, same here. And I saw it when I was older. I didn't, or maybe did we see? I don't know. It was a sad one. That's all I know. But it was
Yeah,
good. Definitely good. Studio 54 came out,
that was a good one.
with your
Mhm.
girl Nev Campbell was in there.
Okay.
Mhm.
Hello.
Holla. How Stella got her groove back.
I need to watch that.
Oh, you haven't seen it?
I haven't seen it yet. No.
It's a good one. It definitely is a good one. And one of my favorites, The Parent Trap.
Yeah.
Ah, I love that movie so much, and I love it because Presley loves it. So we will put
Oh,
that on. That and what's that other one? Princess Diaries. Those are such
yeah,
good
Princess
movies.
Diary is a good
But
one.
I
Oh my
loved
God.
Parent Trap. I liked the old one too when I was younger. My mom made me watch, and it was good. I don't know. I love their accent.
Did you, you're so cute. Did you like home fries?
It was okay.
I
I've
didn't,
only seen it once, but
I've
it
only seen
wasn't
it
like a,
once.
yeah,
Yeah.
it wasn't like, oh, one that I really loved was A Perfect Murder with Gwyneth Paltrow
Oh,
and
yes.
Michael, what's his name?
Yes.
Not
Is
Michael
that in
Keaton.
98?
Yeah. What was his name? Not, crap, now I can't remember his name. Michael, crap,
Douglas?
that's it. Thank you. Michael Douglas. That was a really good one. An American History X.
Oh, that was a good one. Man, lots of
That's
good movies.
big time. That movie, if you haven't seen American History X, that's insane. That movie had me all over and through it, and it's just left my jaw on the floor.
Yeah, that one was good.
And Edward
And
Norton looked hot.
Edward Norton was huge in the 90s too. I don't
Hmm.
know so much now, but like he was huge. He was in Fight Club. Yeah,
Hmm.
he was a cutie pie.
For sure.
But damn, I had a movie in mind and I can't think of it now. But who was it with? Oh, that's gonna bother me. Not home fries. Ay, puta su madre. But
Mm-mm.
see, now I'm stuck on American History X because Carrie made me watch it. She was
Hmm.
huge on Edward Norton. That was her boo. Okay. And I will
Mm.
forever be grateful to her for making me watch that movie because otherwise I wouldn't have.
Yeah,
It
no.
was hard. I also had a major crush on Eddie Furlong back in the
Oh yeah,
day.
that's right.
In his heyday, there was something about his
Hmm.
like little like his eyes are sad. Like
Oh
there's
yeah,
something about
he's
his
very
eyes.
sultry.
That's it. Thank you,
Hmm.
Neen. That's
Yeah, big
perfect.
time. Oh, really,
Oh,
dogs? Yeah,
no,
and
they're
just
mine. Are they yours
and
or
just
mine?
to, I think it's mine.
Oh yeah, that's yours.
Just to mention though, Ever After, because we all know
Oh,
how
you
much I love that
love that
movie.
movie. Oh my
Yeah.
God, that was this year? Oh my God, amazing. And you know what else was this year that I fucking love to this day is Half Baked
Ooh, I forgot about that
with
one.
Dave Chappelle. Oh my
Yes.
God.
Oh my God, that's such a good one. Oh, and Waterboy. Everybody loves Waterboy. I mean, I liked Waterboy. I can't say it's one that I can like
I
quote,
saw
but
it
many people can.
once. Yeah, I think I saw it with you in the theater. Yeah,
Yeah, I
Neen,
think
we saw it
so.
together.
Hmm.
That was when you had
Yeah.
dropped a bunch of popcorn down your shirt, and then you were like, "Well, I'm just gonna eat it out of my bra." Remember? That's
Yeah,
the
that sounds
memory I
about
have.
right. Yes. Yeah, I tend to drop a lot of things down their hill. Also Shakespeare in Love. I love that
Yes.
movie.
Oh
That
my
movie
God.
is just perfection. And I think it helped to know that Gwyneth Paltrow and Ben Affleck were a thing during that time. So it just amped up the romantic aspect of that movie. It was so good. Ugh, loved it. So many good movies and music. That's insane.
Yeah.
It's a good year.
Yeah, I this was a good one, Neen. This was a good year. It was definitely way more exciting than 97, where 97 was saved by the music. Saved by the music. Yeah.
It was. I like that.
And
No,
the
that's so
movie.
true. I agree. Yeah, I feel like 1998 was a good year, but I feel like Monica and Bill took the cake.
They definitely get the award for most popular.
Hmm.
And then most likely to succeed goes
Hmm.
to music.
Hmm.
And
Definitely.
movies would be like most
Honorable
likely.
mention.
Yes.
Hmm.
Great.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, is there anything else you want to mention, Steph, that stuck out?
I mean, just the fact that we were juniors getting ready to
Yeah,
embark on a exciting year ahead. So
we were.
definitely, yeah, I think junior year was a blur, unfortunately.
Hmm.
Um,
It
but
was. It's that year where your grades count,
ugh,
but you're inching your way towards senior year and you're just tired.
yeah, exactly.
But
That's
you're excited
perfect.
to be a senior, you
Exactly.
know? Hmm.
Exactly. So
So
I'm definitely excited for next week.
me too. I am so stoked because
And
it's
then
gonna be a good one.
No, yeah. And then we're done with the 90s. And I was thinking like we could do like something really cool for like, the following week, like a
Mhm.
year roundup of like
Yes,
our favorite
all of them.
episodes we've done thus
Yes,
far. What do you think?
I
Or should
love
we
it.
save that towards the end of the month? I mean,
Uh,
right before we hit the new year.
I know. I
It
don't
just
know. We'll have
popped
to
into my head.
discuss. No, but I like that because I feel like there's certain ones that I feel are our favorite.
Yeah.
And we can even mention so this way, any new listeners, they can go and recap some of the ones that we felt are, they're all binge worthy, but there's certain ones
Definitely.
that we feel kind of like take the cake. I really
Definitely.
like this series though, and I would like to do more things like this next year,
Definitely.
you
I
know?
love it. I love a series because it like, I don't know, it just keeps us like it makes us like remember things.
Definitely.
So,
And even like our listeners, because even though this is just our perspective, so we may mention things that could trigger memories in other people, because it's true, like you said early on doing this, you forget what really transpired in these years. So recapping it and listening to these things, even little things, just even as like news bites, it's like crazy. Like, oh
yeah,
my God, so I'm gonna kind of be sad that it's over.
me too.
I know, but it's okay.
It's okay. We have more things up our sleeve, so stay
Yeah,
tuned. And
exactly. Because let's think about it. Junior year, 1998, towards the end, we're getting ready to enter 1999, which a lot of people felt was maybe going to be the last year on Earth
yeah,
in existence. Okay, because 2000 was going to be the millennial where the whole world was going to blow up.
We're gonna dig out those pictures too, by the way.
Yes, and I do have those.
I have some too, and oh my god, cringe.
Yes. Our
Us in a
yes,
nutshell.
yeah, totally.
oh my God.
Oh God, but this was good. This was a good year, and I'm looking forward to next week though. I can't wait.
I can't wait. And I also can't wait for Fridays with Neen.
Fridays with Neen.
Mm.
Oh, Fridays with Neen. Oh, every day is Fridays with Neen. Oh.
Well, yeah, I'm so excited. I know it's going to be interesting.
I'm
You never know what I have up my sleeve.
excited. I would jingle jangle my tambourine, but that doesn't work here. So
Yeah, exactly. Maybe next year we'll come at you with some sound effects.
oh, because the laugh track.
Right? Oh my God, that'd be amazing. Yeah, we'll think of something for sure.
Oh my goodness. But yes, this has been fun.
It
This has
has
been real because we're a couple of real ass bitches. Okay.
always. Hello.
So I don't have anything else, Neen, do you?
No, but
Besides
what?
being
I got a
fabulous?
tinkle.
Okay. Well, on that note, we're going to thank you guys for listening and we're going to see you on Friday. But until next time, catch you on the flip side.
Peace out, buddies.
Go pee.